The day my son stopped calling me dad. I didn't notice it at first because it happened gradually, like most painful things do. He went from yelling, "Dad," when I walked through the door to just saying, "Hey," without looking up from his phone. And I told myself it was just a phase. Teenagers pull away. That's normal. Everyone says that. But the truth is, I gave him reasons to pull away. I was always working late, always tired, always promising we'd hang out this weekend, and then canceling because something more important came up. At least that's what I told myself. Soccer games became highlights on my wife's phone. Parent-teacher meetings turned into summaries at dinner, and the little stories he used to tell me about his days slowly stopped because I was never really listening anyway. The moment it hit me was at his 16th birthday dinner when the waiter asked how the checks should be split, and my son casually said, "It's fine. My mom and Mark will cover it." Mark is my wife's new husband. I remember laughing awkwardly, thinking he misspoke, but he didn't correct himself. He didn't look embarrassed. He just kept scrolling on his phone like nothing happened later that night. I overheard him talking to a friend in his room, and he said, "Yeah, my stepdad's cool. He actually shows up." And that sentence felt heavier than anything anyone's ever said to me. I wanted to storm in and defend myself to explain how hard I worked, how everything I did was for him. But deep down, I knew he wouldn't care about intentions. He cared about presence. The next weekend, I showed up unannounced to his soccer game, determined to prove something to both of us. But when he saw me on the sidelines, he gave me a polite nod, like I was a neighbor. And after the game, he walked straight to Mark, talking and laughing the way he used to with me. I realized then that titles aren't permanent. They're earned and maintained, and I had slowly let mine expire. Now when I call, he answers, but it's brief, respectful, distant. He says my name more than he says dad, and every time it stings because I know I didn't lose that word in one big dramatic moment. I lost it in 1,000 small choices where I chose everything else first, and I'd give anything to go back to the days when he'd run to the door just to say it one more time.